Ready.
Ready? Okay. So you start in the Tai Chi because you're going to push. I'm going to start in the bow and arrow. All right, hand up. So you step and push, and I drag. And when I push, remember, turn your palm up, turn your waist right. So push right to my center and go back and forth. All right, the goal trying to be upsetting the person's balance. You shouldn't feel any resistance. That's, you know, the first thing when you see people where they talk about push hands, you're really trying to develop sensitivity anyway. So that's, so you just push, push, drag, step, and drag, and step, and drag, and step, and drag. And then from the simple push hands, we go to the second, 2 hands, right, the hand on the elbow. Again, try and push and upset my center. So you're always going to push your hand to my spine, right? And then it's up to me to move that. So you're going to bring your hand to my elbow, right? So you come under, control the elbow, control the wrist, and then push. As you push, I come in, control the elbow, and I push, turn, turn, step, push, and back. So just like call. So when you do it, your hand can even be up on the elbow to help pull it, and then you can turn over and push, just like doing the call and a push out of short form or long form. Turn, push, and push, and call, and push, and call, and push, call, and push. All right, and then from there you can go hand under. So if I push, you can bring your free hand under and you clear. Right, so I turn, push, hand comes under, clear. Again, push to the center. So I'm pushing the elbow to the spine. So you're trying to push the elbow to the spine, but between my feet. So you're never pushing into my spine, but straight into my back leg. You're always going to push on a slight angle, right? So what happens is you're pushing to the opening of my feet, which will want to offset your balance. Then once you do the clear, you can go between clear, elbow, and simple push hands free, depending on what you feel the person's doing. So if I feel like you're going more this way, I don't want to try and get your arm this way because I'm forcing it, I'm going to take you this way.
Is it easy to get stuck only doing this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's going to be the most because what happens is if you get somebody that's really pushing you, then you're kind of trapped. And like you said before, you're crossed. When you're totally crossed and I can't get that out, what I do is I take you all the way this way. The good news is that gives me totally crossed back to you. So what I did is you did a movement, and I'm actually countering the same exact movement back to you. If I can get ahead of it and turn it ahead, if I get ahead of this before I get too far across, then I could do the elbow or the simple, right?
So how will you switch to simple from here?
You can't. You have to do the cross,
Okay.
right? So, yeah. To do the simple, you got to get it even sooner. And then from there, you do 2 steps. It's a half step, full step, full step, right? And then you could do a simple, right? And I do a half step, full step, full step. So the turn of the waist, the deflect comes together, right? And you can go back. So now I'm waiting for what you're going to do. So if you come back, half step, full step, you do that with the elbow. So now what you're doing is you're trying to just to feel this, and you're kind of just following the steps at this point. Then when I come in to give you the final push, then you're going to do your... So what I'm learning to do is I'm learning to follow your whole body motion.
Sorry.
Right? Full step, full step. So I start to push, you drag, and then I step, you step, drag, right, push. 1, 2, push, step, 2, push, right? And then the same thing with the clear. If you come in push, you come in, right now I have push. From here, push, one, step again, step again. If you push, if I'm going to clear, I'm going to clear. When I push, all you're really feeling is more of my whole body coming, and then at the end you have to make up your mind, what am I going to do? A simple, right? An elbow guide to the side, or a clear from underneath. Then as you're doing kind of freestyle, I might say, oh, is he going to step or not? Because you don't have to step. And then the more that you start to make it random, the more that you're not just relying
Only on memory.
only on memory. So memory is good. It's good. You should have that structure and that rigidity to it. But at the same time, you want to add that. So if I'm pushing to you and you start moving away from me, then it's up to me to say, oh, I want to follow him, because I don't want. The thing I don't want to do is I don't want to disconnect from you.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes to one more place after that, and that's you can move in any direction.
Oh, either way.
Well, anyway. So if you push me, right? I said, right. So if you're going to come in, you're going to push me. You got to push. Who's pushing? Who's pulling?
Yeah, you're pulling me at that point.
Right, right. So I'm here, right? So we're doing this. I say, well, you know, I can step and push this way, and I could take any number of steps using the things that we just did. I can start to change, and what you do is you can start to work on your angles, and again, total. It's just another way to get you from being structured and rigid to more free styling and free flowing, so that based on what you're doing or what I'm doing will dictate what my response is within those three movements. So go ahead. Now what you're looking for is just to have stance and structure and just whatever feeling you. This way, if you have, yeah, I hope you get somebody you can work with it with, because it'll add to. Maybe you say, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm just going to go back stationary. You know, well, maybe one step. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Cool.